Hi, so my name is Munish Singh and in today's video we will understand the impact of Covid-19 situation on your international education. Before I start, I sincerely hope that you guys are at the comfort of your home and are safe and healthy and are following all the instructions issued by the government for your safety. Right. So most of you students have received your offer letter for the upcoming fall intake. Now the offer letters you have received are generally of two types. The first one being the conditional offer letter and the second one being unconditional offer letter. In case you have received the conditional offer letter, which is generally for undergraduate students, the underlying condition is to score a minimum of some percentage marks in your 12th boards. Now that your result is going to be most probably be delayed, you must be worrying about the fact that how you will be able to provide the university your result before the required deadline. Let me assure you by saying that you don't have to worry at all. That deadline will get extended. You will have sufficient time to provide them your board results. Whenever your result gets released, you will have ample of time to provide it to the university. Secondly, the students who have received unconditional offer letter, you have some deadline approaching to pay your first deposit. The deadline is generally 1st May. So the big question arises, should we pay the deposit? Because we don't know whether we'll be able to go or not. As the situation is getting improving also and deteriorating also in some ways. So should we pay the deposit? If we pay the deposit, is that deposit secured? Yes. If your deadline is for the deposit is approaching, you should pay your deposit if you made up your mind to go to that particular university. Your deposit will remain safe and you don't have to worry about losing that money at all, because just in case if the worst happens, you're not able to get the visa in time, your deposit will get adjusted. Right. Moving on to the next part, the visas. The biggest challenge which we are facing. In case you have your offer letter, you have your I-20, you have all the documents you need to go abroad, you still have to apply for the visa, right? And since mid-March, because of the situation, all the visa application centers throughout India are closed. It is not possible for us to apply for the visa for the September intake now, or even in fact for the May intake. So what do? When are these centers going to open? When can we expect to get the visas? Unfortunately, nobody can tell you the answer to that question. The visa application centers will open only when the government feels that the curve has flattened and it is safe for citizens to travel abroad. So we cannot make any predictions about it that the centers will open in May, June or July. We can't say anything about it, right? But what we can do in the meanwhile is we can ensure that all our documents are in order. As soon as the centers open, all we have to do is we just have to apply for the visa. We are not left with any other obligation for the visas. Right? Moreover, there can be two situations involving visas. The first situation is that the visa application center in your country is closed, but the university is open for classes. In that case, the university might recommend you to go for an online course for that semester. I would suggest you strongly not to do that. Why? Because in case you don't have your visa and you choose the online course of the university, you will still be required to pay the semester fee. And just in case when the visa process starts, and because of some reason you're not able to get the visa for the university, your fees will not get adjusted at all. You will not get refund under any circumstances, right? So moving on to the second case. The second case is that the visa application centers are open, but the university has chosen online mode of teaching for its fall semester. In that case, I would recommend you to go for the online classes after getting your visa. Once you get your visa, and the university is not offering on-campus classes, there is no harm in going for the online method of classing, of learning. Why? Because in that way, you will not be wasting any of your time, you will be utilizing your time properly, and as soon as the university moves on to the on-campus program, you can easily go to your choice of country of study and start with your classes. And we have been told that the government of various countries, US and Canada and Australia, are making some provisions in their student visas to allow the international students to start with their online classes. Right? So as soon as those provisions are official, you will be made aware about them. But as of now, I would recommend you to go for online classes only when you get your visa. Moving on. The most important question which arises for parents, and a lot of parents are concerned these days, that is it safe for our students to go abroad to study? Is it safe for them to go this fall? A lot of parents have been asking us this question, and let me answer this question by saying that the university in which your child is going to study and the country in which they are going to go are more concerned about your child's safety than you are. I can assure you that. Only when they feel it is safe for international students to study, they will allow the students to come to the campus. Moreover, the government will not let you go to the country if it is a hotspot or if there is a risk of infection. So don't worry about this. Don't you keep all your concerns inside. I will say that you have to do your research work as well. You should make sure that the place where your child is going to study is not a hotspot. It has, and your children are taking all the necessary precautions that they need to take. You have to protect yourself, right? This pandemic will, this phase will pass. We have to stay strong as a community.